Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. NCAA March Madness brackets continue. Sunday, March 23rd, round 2. We've got another 8 games today to get this down to the Sweet 16. So let's get started with it. We've also got some NBA behind it as well. 12:10 Eastern Time, UConn, Florida. This is where the UConn Huskies trial for the three-peat ends. Florida favored by 9.5, 151.5 total in this one. We love Florida in this spot. I know they didn't cover the 28.5. They were up by 28 plus in the last game. They did cover the first half, but we do like Florida in this spot to end UConn's run. Florida -5 first half and -9.5 for the game. Next game up, 2:40 Eastern Time. Baylor and Duke, another number 1 seed, going at it here, as well as Florida early. Do like Duke -12.5 here. Does look pretty interesting. The number that sticks out to us is this total at 143.5, 144.5. We really like this game to go over. Duke put over 90 plus points in the first matchup. Baylor put up over 80 points in their first round. 143 seems pretty cheap in this particular spot here. Give us Baylor Duke over 68.5 first half, 143.5 for the game. Next game up in round 2, 5:15 Eastern Time, Illinois, Kentucky. Kentucky coming off a pretty good win. Illinois survives as well against Xavier in that one. We do like Illinois in this particular spot. They're favored by 1.5, 169.5 total, so we should see some scoring here. We got Illinois -1 first half and -2 for the game. Next game up, St. Mary's, Alabama. So, have you seen an Alabama total so far this year under 150? Not very often, right? This one actually total, St. Mary's getting 5.5 here. 149.5 total in this particular game. Reason is St. Mary's will slow this thing down, take possession seriously. Alabama like to chuck them up, no question about that one. Don't know if that's going to be the best way to attack St. Mary's in this particular game instead of working for a little bit better shot. We like St. Mary's in this spot to keep this thing close, possibly win it outright. St. Mary's +3.5 first half and +6 for the game. Next game up, as we continue with round 2, Colorado State, Maryland. So Colorado State, the 12 seed, Maryland, the 4 seed here. Colorado State getting 8.5. Maryland blew the doors off in their first round matchup. Colorado State was a 12 seed that was actually a favorite. But in this particular matchup, we do like Colorado State to continue the trend here. But I think they got a great chance to maybe take this particular game. The one thing that we do like in this thing is the total. It's already raised a couple points here this morning, but 142.5 is where we got it. Colorado, Maryland over 67.5 first half, 142.5 for the game. Some books already up to 144.5. Next game up, 7:45 Eastern Time, Ole Miss, Iowa State. 3 versus 6 matchup in this one. I just think the point spread is a little bit big here. Iowa State missing their biggest player here. Ole Miss, even though the SEC hasn't been absolutely dominant, but they had 14 teams. Obviously, they're going to lose some games. I mean, there's a lot more opportunities for them to lose games than not. But we like Ole Miss to keep this thing close with that 5.5 points. So we'll take the dog here. Ole Miss +3 first half, +5.5 for the game. Next game up, New Mexico, Michigan State, 8:40 Eastern Time. Another number 2 seed going at it. Michigan State this time favored by 7.5, 148.5 total in this one. We like Michigan State to get the job done here. We'll take Michigan State -4 in the first half, -7.5 for the game. And then our last game for the night, for round 2, this will finish it up, and then we'll next weekend be into the Sweet 16. Oregon, Arizona. Oregon shot their rear end off in the last game. They're 3.5-point dogs here. Arizona's a much better team overall. Got size, got speed. Should be able to handle Oregon and then some and make this Sweet 16 run. So a 3.5 number we think is a little bit too low in this spot. So give us Arizona -2 first half and -3.5 for the game. Now that we got through the March Madness college basketball plays for the day in those 8 games, let's go on to the NBA. We've got Pelicans, Pistons at 3:10 Eastern Time. Let's see. The Pistons beat them by about 40 in the last time these guys matched up just about a week ago. Pelicans getting 12.5 in Detroit this time. Detroit struggled over the last few games, and we think to get this done. Pistons -3 first quarter, 6 first half, and 11.5 for the game. Jalen Duran, 11 plus rebounds. Cade Cunningham, 10-plus assists. Next game up, Cavs and Jazz. Cavs on a, 5-game or 4-game losing streak here. Now they go to Utah at the end of this swing. They're giving 16. I almost want to play Utah in this particular spot here because it's a huge number again. We're going to stay away from side and total. Just a couple player props for us in this one. Evan Mobley, 18-plus points. Darius Garland, 3-plus threes. Next game up, 6:10 Eastern time. Celtics at the Trailblazers. Kind of a weird time slot as well because it's going to be 3:10 Pacific time when this game goes off. Celtics giving 7.5. Who knows who the hell's playing for the Celtics? Everybody's a game time decision except for Jaylen Brown. We already know he's out. Blazers have a bunch of dudes that are game time decisions as well. So no side or total for this. If Porzingis plays, we've got a couple props on him, 20-plus points and 3-plus threes. The Trailblazers really don't have anybody that can defend him. Kind of a unicorn to defend anyway. Next game up, 76ers and Hawks. So if Quentin Grimes can play on a horrible team, Quentin Grimes might lead the league in scoring. And the 76ers, with the band of bandits that they've got going on, with no Embiid, Maxey, or Paul George, he's obviously the leading option there. Just player props in this one, and it's Quentin Grimes. So 25-plus points and 4-plus threes for Quentin in that one. Next game up, Hornets Heat, 6:10 Eastern time. In this one, Heat laying 4.5. Haven't they lost like 9 in a row? I know Charlotte's horrible, but the Heat have been the classic win the first half, lose the game team as of late. So they're favored by 4.5 here, 211 total. I don't think we're going to see a bunch of scoring. I think this game's lucky to get to 200, but we are just going to take a couple player props. LaMelo, 22-plus points, 4-plus threes, and 5-plus threes. So you only need 23 and 5 threes. I don't think LaMelo can probably get there without sweating too hard in that one. 6:10 Eastern time as well. Spurs, Raptors. Raptors at home, laying 2. It looks like Emmanuel Quickley's out. R.J. Barrett's back. Scotty Barnes back. Spurs obviously are missing a boatload of people. Wemby, De'Aaron Fox, so on and so forth. Battle of the lottery pick here. So no side or total for us in this one either. R.J. Barrett, 22-plus points. Scotty Barnes, 8-plus rebounds. Next game up, 7:10 Eastern time. Nuggets go to Houston to play the Rockets. Now, the Rockets it's been a little bit of weird lately. Jalen Green had a streak of like 5-6 straight games where he was fantastic. Last game absolutely sucked in that one. Nuggets, it seems like Jokic is going to be out again in this one. Rockets laying 7.5, 224 total. We'll lay with the Rockets here. Rockets -2 first quarter, 4 first half, 7 for the game. Jalen Green, 22-plus points and 3-plus threes. Then the final game of the night, Thunder and the Clippers. Thunder actually a 3-point favorite on the road at LA. 226.5 total. This is another game we thought about taking the under in, as you got two teams that are some of the better defensive teams in the West. The Thunder have the ability, though, to pop off a $140 almost at any time, especially if they let SGA go crazy in this one. We do like the Thunder, though, only laying the 3 on the road. Give us Thunder -1 first quarter, 2 first half, 3 for the game. SGA for 30-plus points. I know it's a little juicy. Still got to play it. Harden, 4-plus turnovers as well in that one. All right, so we just went through a bunch of bets. How do we get a chance to take a look at all those bets? No problem at all. We've got them posted in multiple spots online. TikTok, YouTube channel pages as well at the end of every episode on YouTube. It's a link to our Google Sheet, docs.google.com/spreadsheet. Bunch of other stuff behind it. Click on that link. Click on the basketball 2024-2025 tab. Scroll down to March 23rd. You'll be able to see all of our bets, what juice we got those at, how many units we wagered, also what book we place them at. Then once everything's over, the result as well. So check that out when you get some time. Do you like the content that you're seeing here and like to see some more? We'd love to have you along for the ride. All you need to do is hit follow or subscribe, depending on the social media platform you're watching us on. Once you do that, we will show up in your follower subscriptions tab when we drop a new episode like this one here. Or make life simple for yourself. Turn on those notifications for that social media platform, and they'll get a notification sent to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of bets. Give you plenty of time to match those up with your bets and give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.